A very good morning, class. I hope everybody is fine. As you know, we are doing the chapter Heat. We have covered the part 1 and part 2. In that, we discuss about heat and about temperature and some important topics related to clinical thermometer, laboratory thermometer, and what all precautions are required to operate these thermometer. Today, we will continue forward this chapter and we will start a very important topic, that is the transfer of the heat. How does the heat get transferred from one medium to another? And what are its types that we will study today? Transfer of heat basically means that when we keep a water on a gas stove, what will happen? It will become hot. On taking out of a fire for some time, when you keep it, then it again cools down. So why does it cools down? The water becomes cool by transferring the heat to its surrounding. जो हमने उसे गैस पे रखा था तब वो हीट अप हो गया. जब हमने उस गैस पे से उतारा तो उसने क्या करा? अपनी हीट को ट्रांसफर कर दिया टू इट्स सराउंडिंग. Heat always gets transferred from the hotter objects to the colder object. This heat transfer continues till both the bodies attain the same temperature. Now we will study the modes of transfer of heat. Basically, there are three modes of transfer of heat. First is conduction, convection, and radiation. One by one, we will study them in detail. The first one is conduction. Conduction is carried out in all the three medium: solid, liquid, and gases. It is basically a process of transfer of heat from a hotter end to a colder end of an object is called conduction. जब heat transfer होती है किसी hotter end of object से to a colder end of an object, उसे हम conduction बोलते हैं. इसे हम कुछ example से भी समझेंगे. When an iron rod is placed on a flame, the end touching the flame starts heating up. And slowly this heat travels to the other end, and the other end also becomes hot too. Let's see an activity to prove that heat travels in metals via conduction. Take an iron rod, fix 4 iron nails on it with wax. Now place the rod as shown in the figure alongside. Heat the free end of the iron rod. जो free वाला end है उसे हम heat करेंगे candle से. We will observe that the iron nail closest to the heated end of the rod falls as the wax melts. After some time, the second nearest nail will fall, and so on. From this activity, we can conclude that heat travels from one end to another by a process known as conduction. Conduction is fastest in solid. If we observe all the three states, then the conduction will be fastest in the solid. Why? Because the molecules of the solids are closely packed. They vibrate about their fixed position. और जब हम heat करते हैं, their vibration becomes more pronounced. And these vibrating molecules collide with each other, and the neighboring molecules also start vibrating, and hence they acquire the kinetic energy. This increased energy leads to the rise in temperature, and this way the heat travels from one end to another. क्या होता है इसमें? इनके जो मॉलिक्यूल्स होते हैं सॉलिड में वो आपस में बहुत टाइटली पैक्ड होते हैं. तो जब ये वाइब्रेट करना शुरू होते हैं तो पास वाले मॉलिक्यूल्स में भी वाइब्रेशन पास ऑन कर देते हैं. इसकी वजह से इनके अंदर एनर्जी आ जाती है, काइनेटिक एनर्जी, जो मोशन की वजह से होती है. दिस एनर्जी लीड्स टू द राइज इन देयर टेम्परेचर, और इसी की वजह से हीट ट्रैवल करती है फ्रॉम वन एंड टू अनदर. Now, condition for conduction of heat. Basically, there are two conditions required for the conduction of heat. The two objects should be in contact. जो दो ऑब्जेक्ट जिनमें हम हीट ट्रांसफर करा रहे हैं वो आपस में कॉन्टैक्ट. And we also know that the substances which allow the energy to flow through them are called as good conductors. जिनमें हीट easily flow हो जाती है उन्हें हम क्या बोलते हैं? गुड कंडक्टर्स ऑफ हीट. and the substances which does not allow heat energy to flow through them are called as bad conductors of heat or insulators. We also know that the metals are good conductors of heat, but wool, plastic, cotton, glass, mica are bad conductors of heat. Water and air are also bad conductors of heat. Now we will see an activity to understand it better. To show that the paper is a bad conductor of heat, for this we will take a long strip of paper and burn it from one end while holding the other in our hand. We do not feel hot when the paper strip burns until it reaches our finger, which shows that paper does not transfer heat. So paper is a bad conductor of heat. Now we will look at some of the practical applications of good conductor of heat. We know that cooking utensils are made of metal so that the heat can easily get transferred to the food. हमने देखा होगा जितने भी कुकिंग यूटेंसिल्स होते हैं वो मेटल्स के बने होते हैं क्योंकि वो हीट को ईजिली ट्रांसफर कर सकें. Coils of refrigerator and air conditioners are also made up of copper so that they can transfer heat. Mercury, a liquid metal, is also used as a thermometric fluid which we used in a thermometer, in a clinical thermometer. Now we will see practical applications of bad conductor of heat. Handles of cooking utensil are made up of bakelite, wood, etc. because they are bad conductors of heat and they do not get hot and allow easily handling of hot utensils. इसी वजह से जो हैंडल्स होते हैं वो बैकेलाइट या वुड के बने होते हैं जिससे वो हीट को नहीं ट्रांसफर कर सकें while we are cooking the food. Woolen clothes are warm in winter because wool is an insulator which does not allow heat to pass through it. Hair and fur in animals are also bad conductor of heat so that they keep us warm during winter by trapping the heat in them. उनके जो फर होते हैं वो इतने हॉट होते हैं वो सारी हीट को अपने अंदर क्या कर लेते हैं, ट्रैप कर लेते हैं, जिससे हीट क्या होती जाती है, ट्रांसफर नहीं हो जाती है. Eskimos make igloos out of snow because snow contains large amount of trapped air which acts as a insulator and keeps the igloo warm.